Hello. It is Tuesday. Second day of the week. And of course, it's time for another stream. Today we're going to do something pretty, I guess, we've done it before, but something pretty rare, I guess, for the stream. We've done it once before, and we're going to do it today as well. We're going to learn something together. So, I wanted to learn more about geometry nodes, so that's what we're going to do today. And yeah, maybe I thought about maybe, getting to the point that we could, create real projects with geometry nodes, or just going over, I guess, maybe, yeah, just being comfortable with using geometry nodes. And that, of course, includes having to learn geometry nodes. So today, that's going to be the stream's topic, learning geometry nodes. Let's go to the summary. Hello. As you can see right there, we have two topics, as always, right there. First one, as always, the quick sketch. Should roughly take, they're just 30 minutes, but that's only the quick sketch. Afterwards, we're going to do some post-processing, and we're going to post it on social media as well. Which means we're going to probably end at like an hour or so. And then we're going to go into the next topic. Welcome, Gration. Welcome back. Hope you've enjoyed your day as well. Thank you. Yeah, so if you only want to see one of these, and you're seeing the video or the VOD, you can probably look at the description or in the timeline. There should be some timestamps to either the first topic or the second one. Of course, the first topic is coming up right away, right now. We're going to do the quick sketch first, and then afterwards we're going to go and learn some more about geometry nodes. I've looked into it once, and we've created like a small project where we basically just scattered, rocks on a, like on some sand or whatever. Today I wanted to look more into, just getting into some more, I guess, shaping different objects with geometry nodes. That's kind of what I wanted to look into. But as always, first thing first, the quick sketch. Today we're going to sculpt something also pretty simple. Yesterday we sculpted a snail. Today, in terms of the shape, we're going to sculpt something pretty simple as well, which is a baby penguin. So let's go to Blender, and then we can start with the quick sketch. Okay, so let's go to sculpting, and then there you go, dynamic topology and constant detail. There you go. We set the resolution to 20 just to start off, and then we can start with the sketch. Do we need anything else? Symmetry? We need symmetry. Yep. I have my references as well. Blender. Okay, there you go. Okay, perfect. Do we need anything else? We need the references that I already have. Perfect. Let me just put them in a new tab right here. There you go. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna make them smaller for me to see, and then we can start. The timer's ready. Hopefully you are ready as well, so we can start. Yeah, I would say, where's my timer? There you go. I would say, hold on, I want to make the music just a little bit louder, like 2%, maybe 4. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so I would say I'm ready. I have my pen ready, so let's sculpt this baby penguin in 3, 2, 1, go. There you go. Okay, so first of all, Let's shape this into a penguin shape. Oh, I just accidentally did something. Let me see. Okay, we have symmetry, perfect. Let's put this into a penguin shape. What does a penguin look like? I would say like a pear, according to the reference. So let me just quickly resize them. There you go. Now I can see the whole full body. Perfect. Oh, perfect. Okay. Let's go into the body first, of course. This will be another full body sculpt just because, you know, the body's pretty simple. And then we're going to go into the head afterwards. Or, you know, as always, creating a very, very simple shape in the beginning and then getting into, I guess, some more detail later. There you go. Nice pear shape. So where's the front? Where's the back? I completely forgot where it is. Okay, this side, the front. Perfect. So we need a little bit of like a tail at the back as well. So I'm going to put this down here, maybe a little bit like this. There you go. That's better. Look at this. Already looks more like a penguin. Not really that much, but you know, you have to start somewhere. There you go. That's the bottom of the penguin. Maybe pull it out a little bit. There you go. Perfect. Okay. So let's go to the head. The head is pretty simple. We're just gonna create a quick mask, and then we're gonna pull out the head, do some quick masks. There you go. Let's make it a little bit bigger, maybe like this. Perfect. Nice and round, inverted. Grab my good old snake hook and pull it out. Look at that. Okay. Make it wider because it's, you know, it's not flat. You actually need some an actual head shape. It's not just like a plane. There you go. Looks pretty weird right now, but we're gonna fix it later, or right now, or rather. So first of all, I need to see the side view. Okay, perfect. So they actually have quite a lot in the front, but yeah, let's go here right first, and we're gonna pull the head forward a little bit. There you go. Okay. Nice head shape. He has a nice neck. There's basically no neck for these dudes. They only have either a body or a head. They don't have a neck, which looks kind of weird, but also kind of cute. There you go. Let's look at the mouth, the beak. There you go. Make it smaller. Just smooth it down to make it sharper. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Okay, let's grab my good old crease tool and create a nice beak that actually goes pretty deep and also kind of down. I think that's kind of like a, you know, a what do you call it? Like a characteristic of penguins, that like the mouth goes down like this. Looks pretty interesting. There you go. And then we have the eyes as well. I'm just going to sculpt them in, probably over here somewhere, like there. There you go. Okay. It looks like a, what is it called? A dolphin right now. Let's fix that real quick. We need a small little mouth right here. There you go, all the way down. There you go. Now it immediately looks more like a bird rather than some sort of aquatic, I guess, mammal. There you go. Perfect. Look at that. Aha. Okay. We need some eyes now. The eyes are pretty small actually, but yeah, I mean, we're probably going to keep them pretty small because I want to keep it, or kind of stay close to reference. There you go. Give it a nice eye shape. Okay, perfect. Eyes are pretty open. There you go. Okay. They also have a different head shape. So the back is bigger than the front. So we need to make it a bit wider first of all. And then we also need to pull this forward so that the eyes kind of look more forward than, I guess, to the side. There you go. That's better. Perfect. Let's make the head a little bit rounder by just going in here and adding some more volume over here. There you go. Nice and round. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's a lot. There you go. Okay. Let's smooth it out, and we have a better head shape. It looks kind of, so if I see it correctly, the head is quite round and it also goes kind of more back. So I'm gonna add some, definitely more geometry over here, because otherwise the neck isn't really developed enough. There you go, nice huge neck on this little fella. There you go. We need some more back here in the trunk. Nice, nice. There you go. Okay, that's definitely looking better. His eyes look kind of weird. I think we need to pull them a little bit more forward. Like in here. Yeah. Also maybe more in. And then smooth this out. That's probably better. Oh, he looks sad from here. Okay, let's continue. We should probably pull this a little bit further forward. Usually, you know, small birds have very small beaks that kind of develop as they grow, which means that in the beginning they're pretty small. And this one kind of seems too big from, I think. So we need to make it a little bit smaller. There you go, that's better. Okay. Perfect. Smooth it out. Okay, we need to make this definitely smoother. There you go, that's better. Oh, okay. I need to see him from the front again. I kind of don't like the middle part. Is it? Wow. Yeah, I think what the biggest problem right now is that this is just too wide. So I'm gonna definitely make it slimmer. There you go. We have 23 minutes left, so plenty of time. Okay, maybe this is also too wide. I don't really know. We'll see. What we can do though is we can first of all pull this forward a little bit, and then I'm gonna extend the volume of the fur over the beak, basically like this. There you go. We probably need to pull the eyes out just a little bit. There you go. Okay, and then we need to make the head even bigger. So let's add some more volume over here in the back. That then can also go to the front. There's quite a lot of, you know, fur in the front as well. They're kind of fuzzy, you know, to keep them warm without having to move a lot. So we need some more volume right there as well. And then we have some more in the back as well. We also need to add these, not hands, I guess arms or whatever you want to call them. Flippers for arms. But we're going to do that soon. First of all, I want to, you know, kind of fix or kind of, you know, get a good head size and head shape going, and then we can go into the rest of the body. There you go. Okay. This looks weird. I'm gonna make this smoother. I think that's better. There you go. Okay, now it looks definitely better, but it still doesn't look perfect. Maybe the reference isn't really that good in terms of, you know, what the mouth looks like, or at least the one that I have open right now. I have another one that is probably a little bit better, so I'm probably gonna make it more like this. There you go, perfect. Okay, smooth it out. Okay, now he looks. This definitely needs to be a little bit longer, more like this maybe. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna keep it there for now. Let's do the rest of the body. First of all, what I'm gonna bring in are the feet. So we're gonna put in some feet. What I want to do with them though, usually what they do is they kind of pull them up, so kind of that the fur is covering them. So I'm gonna put the feet right, you know, push it up a little bit so I have some more room for them. And then we're gonna bring in some feet. Feet look more like prehistoric dinosaurs, but you know, without them they look kind of weird. So let's bring them in. There you go. Okay. They tuck them in real nice under their body like this. Okay. Let's adjust the shape a little bit. There you go. We need some more over here as well. Everything around the feet should be, you know, nice and fluffy. Perfect. There you go. Okay. We also need the tail back. The tail is kind of lost, so we're gonna bring it back in just a second. Okay. There you go. Perfect. We're going to pull this up just a little bit so I have some more room for the tail. And it's more even here at the bottom. There you go. Let's bring in the tail now. The tail, we can probably just grab the good old snake hook brush and just pull it out. This. There you go. Oh, look at this. There you go. Okay, perfect. Let's make it a little bit more defined by maybe doing this. Using the crease brush to kind of make it sharper. There you go. Perfect. We also need arms now. Let's put in some arms. We also need a bigger belly, so I'm gonna make it pull it out a little bit more. There you go. Okay. Look at him. Chilling. Okay, let's give him some arms. I'm probably just gonna sculpt in some arms. So we're probably gonna start somewhere over here. That's the shoulder. It then goes all the way down over here. And then it kind of does this I guess thunder shape. You'll see what I mean in a second. There you go. Going back up like this, and then going up like this. There you go. That's what I mean. The thunder shape. Pulling it down a little bit to have some more room here. Okay, let's grab the add brush and add some more geometry over here. So it's actually like a separate object that is just lying on top of the body. There you go. Perfect. I'm going to use the crease brush as well to kind of, separate the two. Perfect. Let's grab the crease brush. There you go. There you go. Smooth it out a little bit. I think we need to make this wider. So I'm going to pull it more to the side here. This side here over here. There you go. Perfect. That's the arm. The arm was kind of weird. Maybe that's just because the arm itself in real life also looks kind of weird. But I think what I want to do is I want to pull this more over here. There you go. I think that makes it better. Maybe we need some more rotation here. Get some rotation going like this. Perfect. And then I need to add some fur. Let's do that now. Just by kind of, going in here with the, what is it called? The clay strip brush. The one that I always use but still don't know the name of. And add some fur texture here. Of course, as I said yesterday, you can add a texture to a brush. But if you do, these very, very broad strokes, they can also just create textures, especially useful for fur, hair, or whatever, just to kind of create this kind of, just a general structure in it. Doing it like this, you can see all these small little nooks and crannies and all these small little, stripes and I guess hair particles, hair strands that get created, or these lines that get created that look like hair. There you go, look at this. Perfect. Look at him. Okay, so we need to do a few more adjustments, but we're going in the right direction. First things first, what I want to do is kind of give him some fur on his face as well, like this. Perfect. Okay. There you go. Let's go into... Oh, where am I? There you go. Let's go into the shape some more. So one thing that I want to change is I want to pull these feet just a little bit lower, like here. Rotate them in as well. They're kind of, rotated in so that they just cover, or that they stand on just a little bit of their feet, not like all of it, which I guess saves some more warmth. There you go. Let's go to the front. Yeah, the head is definitely too thick. So I'm gonna remove the thickness, or reduce the thickness rather a little bit more like this. Perfect. That's better. Yeah. Then I also want to pull this arm just a little bit lower, not too much. Oh, there you go. Perfect. That's the arm. We also need some more depth in here. Perfect. Okay, look at him. let's give him some eyes, so we can also give him some eyelids, I mean. UV sphere, there you go, pull it to the side, make it smooth, scale it down, and then we use a mirror modifier on it. Mirror, put that on the sculpt, mirror object, and then we can place it in his his eye sockets. There you go, look at that. Now he has some eyes. Let's go back to the scope and adjust the scope a little bit more. First things first, I think what I want to do is I want to increase the dynamic topology to 50. There you go. And then we can, adjust the eyes a little bit more, because now we have some more control. We have some more resolution, which means we have some more room to work with, or, we can add more detail. There you go. Smooth it out. Perfect. Do the same on the other side. It's weird. Sometimes animals have like this normal eye shape, or this, this eye shape that humans also have. And then sometimes they have this, they have this tear duct in the front, but then, or this, tear duct shape in the front. But then in the back, it's like round, which is kind of weird. Maybe that's dependent on, I don't know, being a carnivore and maybe a herbivore. I don't really know why, but oh, now he looks kind of like a female penguin. Hold on, maybe I could pull it down a little bit, kind of decrease this female look. Okay, maybe, we could probably keep it like that. Maybe we could give him some more, just a little bit over here as well. There you go, kind of define his eyes a little bit more. There you go. Do the same at the bottom, right there. Okay. Smooth it out. Okay, let's, we could, we have a few decisions we have a few things we could do now. We could either, I guess, detail the fur a little bit more. One thing that I want to do is I want to detail the beak. The beak looks very, very rough right now, so I want to go in here and add some more detail. There you go. Let's go in here and make this definitely sharper, because there isn't really any, any sharpness. It looks kind of like a, I guess, soft. I don't know, it looks kind of soft because it's so, it's so soft. The edge, there's no edge to it. Now by using the crease brush, we can actually create an edge as well. There you go, perfect. Let's do the same at the bottom as well. Pretty quickly, pretty easy. There you go. Easy. It still looks kind of like it's, it's not fully together. So what we could do use maybe is the pinch brush. The pinch brush is something that I never really use that often, but maybe in this instance it might be actually, might actually work quite well. Let's see. Pulling those together. Yeah, that looks pretty okay, I think. Not great, but I think that's pretty cool. There you go. Let's adjust the fur a little bit more. I think they also have, some nose holes. Some beak nose holes. Let's put them in as well. I think they have like right here, if I see that correctly. Are they there? It seems like it. So we're gonna keep them there. I'm also gonna change the shape a little bit. There you go. Make it thinner in the front because it's quite wide right now. Just pushing it more together like this. There you go. Smoothing it out and then going back in here, adding some more geometry just to kind of define and refine the beak shape a little bit more. There you go. Perfect. Okay. That's definitely better. Okay. Let's get into the rest of the head shape a little bit more. So what I want to do is we have 10 minutes left. So we can probably, just add a little bit more fur like this. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Just to kind of detail out the rest of the body a little bit more. because right now it looks very, very, I guess you could say blurry in terms of geometry, because there's, you know, you can still see the structure, but the structure is very, very raw, I guess, or very, very rough. And that's now, if we add some more geometry, it'll look way, way better. We're not going to go into the next level. I think the next level is way too much for a quick sketch. We will never probably get there where we need 100 resolution just to kind of, you know, give this sculpt a little bit more detail. About 50 should be enough for everything that we need to do. There you go. Maybe we don't even have to go through the full body, but we can see how far we get. We have 9 minutes left. There you go. Maybe we can detail the arms a little bit more, the wings, whatever. I guess they could be called wings on penguins, although they can't fly. There you go. It's the same problem that we had yesterday for the snail, whether or not a snail is wearing or you know has a house or a shell. I think we came to the conclusion that it's a shell. Same problem we have here, whether they're arms or rather wings. I mean, they're shaped like wings, so I would guess they're wings. I also learned that if you say, you know, the plural for fish is fish, or if you speak about multiple different species of fish, then it's fishes, which is kind of weird. But now you learn something new, just like I did. There you go, just kind of adding the structure to the arms as well, to the wings, or whatever it is. There you go. Now just trying to continue and finish the body, and I think we're good. I think we're oh, we could probably add some more detail to the feet as well, but the feet of course are very low. We're probably not even going to see them in the render, so we don't have to pay too much attention to them. But I think, I mean, if you can see them right here, you know, we can at least add some detail, which shouldn't take too long, because all they basically have is these toes, these three, with maybe even toenails you could call them, or claws. So let's add those now. First of all, we need to, you know, generally just give this some more detail. Pulling out the claw right here. There you go. Do the same with the other two. And then detailing the toes a little bit more. There you go. Yeah, that looks better than before, at least. Maybe going in here as well, just kind of adding some more detail. We're not going to see it, but you know, why not? There you go. Okay. We have some more to do in the back, because the back looks very blurry. So let's add some more geometry over here as well. There you go. We have 6 minutes left, so we can actually probably do more than that. Maybe we could go into, I guess, parts of the scope and kind of highlight the contours a little bit more with the crease brush. We'll see. We'll see what is necessary. Right now we're just kind of detailing the fur, and then afterwards, so many possibilities. I'm actually quite, you know, I've seen some tutorials about geometry nodes now, which made it seem pretty simple. And I think also, you know, once you kind of understand the concept and the workflow, then it gets simpler, I guess. The biggest, you know, hurdle, I guess, right now is just to learn all the nodes and how they work together and how you create, I guess, different systems and different attributes and all that stuff. That's what we're going to look into today. Because in Blender 2.93, there are also new nodes that have been added, which we're going to look into. Because when I looked into them, into geometry nodes last time, I think it was on 2.91 or maybe 2.92. With 2.93, there are new nodes. So we're going to look at those as well. Just to kind of, you know, learn more about them, how they work and how they work with each other and how the workflow goes. Okay, So do we need more? We could probably make the head a little bit rounder. So I'm going to pull this up just a little bit like this. There you go, look at this. The eyes should be quite small, so I'm going to pull them lower, closer together like this. Okay, that's better. There you go, little penguin. Okay, maybe the head is even too big. I don't really know. It looks weird. Oh, hold on. Oh, there you go. Oh, that looks pretty good. Just made the head a little bit smaller. I think that works quite well. Maybe giving him a small, like a small chest right here as well. There you go. Perfect. Okay, 4 minutes left. Can we do some more here? I don't really know. The mouth or the beak looks pretty simple. Maybe we can give that some more detail. Hold on. Very, very simple, of course. Oh, we haven't really worked on the beak at all. Did we? No, we did. Oh, yeah, we did. Okay. There you go. Maybe making it a little bit sharper. Okay, perfect. Look at that. Okay, I think that's good. I don't think we need to add more. I think that looks pretty good already. I'm gonna save it right there because I don't want to lose my quick sketch. We're at quick sketch day. Oh, day. I think 149. 149. Is that right? Yep. Quick sketch day 149. There you go. Save it right there. And then we're done. Maybe we can create a penguin in with geometry nodes. Who knows? I don't think so, but you know, if you can create different looking plants and all that stuff, maybe you can create penguins as well. Okay, so now that we have the penguin, let's create, or let's render it. We're gonna first of all move the camera over here because I usually make a 3/4 view of the sculpt. There you go. Pull it to the side, maybe a little bit closer. Look at him sitting there. Let's go a little bit closer, just a little bit more. There you go. That looks pretty good. We don't need the slide because we're going to append the new lighting, or the lighting that I always use. There you go. Collection, and there you go. Let's go into render view so we can see what the lighting looks like right now. Look at that. Okay. First of all, what I'm going to change is I'm going to hide this, and I'm just going to change this one. I'm probably going to rotate it more to the left side because that creates some more, some more structure on the right side, which we can actually see. And then we can also bring back the area light, maybe either bringing it over here like this. Maybe also bringing it over here a little bit more. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Not too much. No, that's too much. Just like that. I think that's pretty cool. And then I also have a material. Let's grab that material in a second. We save that right there. We're gonna append the material as well. There you go. Material 001. Code name 001. We're gonna put it in there. It's gonna be fully black because we have to change the nodes. And there you go. Now we have a nice little penguin. The eye needs to be shiny and black as well. So that shouldn't be a big problem. We're going to make it black first. Oh, there you go. Make it very, very dark. And then we're going to change the roughness to 0. And there you go. We have a nice shiny eye. What we can do now is we can go in here and add just a little very, very, very tiny light that kind of reflects in the eye right there. We can decrease the strength maybe to 100, so this isn't that impactful. There you go. We have 18 seconds left, so one thing that I want to do is I want to adjust the eyes just a little bit, not too much, just kind of push them up a little bit more. Oh, welcome Andrade. Hope you've enjoyed your day. We're doing a quick sketch right now before we go into geometry notes. There you go. Maybe pull it up a little bit more. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's save it, and we can do the render. Look at him. Okay, let's do the sketch render first. 50%, and also 30% at 32 samples. There you go. And let's do the quick render. We're gonna switch to render view, so we can see the post-production as well, which we're gonna do in here, which is basically just the glare node. But you know, we can't really do that in Photoshop, so I'm gonna use that in. I'm gonna put it into the image in Blender, and then we can go into Photoshop, do some more post-production. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Let's go in here and do some post-production. First things first, I'm going to use the glare node, put that in there. Oh, he's a very glowy boy. Let's increase the threshold so it's not that strong. We can also set it to high, and there you go. Oh, for a client, interesting. Did you use geometry nodes? Or did you use something else? Normal modeling? Maybe animations? There you go. Yeah, so we've looked into geometry nodes before, probably like a month ago or so, just to kind of get, you know, the idea of what it really does. We went kind of in fully blind, then kind of explored everything, how it works and all that stuff, created like a small scene. With some, you know, some rocks on the ground. And today we wanted to look into the new nodes that have been added, and kind of maybe getting more into how you really work with, you know, the nodes, how they work together and all that stuff. Yeah, okay. Nice. Normal modeling. No procedural modeling. Times 8. You know, yesterday I talked about it as well, but thank you. This one I actually don't really like that much, just because the bee kind of seems like it's going into the rest of the sculpt. I liked yesterday's quite a lot. The snail. We've sculpted a small snail. Yeah. It seems like they're, you know, I always thought about two worlds of, I guess, 3D modeling, which would be either hard surface modeling or sculpting, which kind of have their own, I guess, objects you can create with both of them. You know, you can create more organic objects, or, you know, yeah, basically organic objects with sculpting, characters and animals and all that stuff. And then you have the other side, which would be more machines, like, I don't know, planes or cars or guns or whatever, which you can create with hard surface, you know, modeling. But I think there might be another one. First I only had these two, I guess, and then everything else is kind of included in either the one or the other. But I think there's also procedural, I guess, modeling, you could call it, either with shaders or with the geometry nodes. And yeah, it seems like, you know, you can either be a sculptor or, you know, a character artist or whatever you want to call yourself. You could be a hard surface modeler or whatever, you know, I don't know, stuff like that. Or you could be a procedural artist, only working with nodes and kind of, you know, modeling whatever you need, which is a field that seems so foreign to me and so difficult, but I'm still interested in, so I kind of definitely want to look more into it, which is today, at least a little bit, you know, stepping one step further into the world of procedural modeling. 149, there you go. Perfect. Let's go to Photoshop. I need to open it, and then we can do some more post-production. Yeah, maybe. So I thought about maybe if we can figure it out, maybe create like a small flower or something, maybe some, you know, radial, I guess, you know, yeah, some sort of flower, maybe like radial arrays or whatever. Could be pretty cool with geometry nodes, but we'll see what we can do. Yeah, the good thing is, you know, if it's just a quick sketch, you know, sometimes I just, you know, it's probably the same for me. Like, oh, I have to do the quick sketch again, or I still have to do my quick sketch today. But usually, you know, 30 minutes isn't that long, and most of the time, at least when I'm not streaming, because on stream, I always try to stick to 30 minutes. Sometimes, you know, off stream, I maybe do like 45 minutes or a little bit more. But the good thing is, if you only do like, you know, a sketch every day, you can't really care about all of them. So you can be a little bit more, I guess, you don't have to love all of them, which is okay, and probably, you know, required for you to really do them every day, which makes it way easier to just do them. And, you know, even if it's bad, it's not that horrible, because you're going to do another one tomorrow. But it's a cool challenge, because I actually haven't started with sculpting. I actually started with what was it? Probably normal modeling. Yeah, just like, you know, modeling, creating an environment actually. And now I went into sculpting, I think, this month. I'm probably going to continue after June, maybe a little bit more into, no, hold on. Yeah, into July as well. You know, just kind of doing whatever I want. It's kind of hard to really branch off of what you can already do in Blender, which if you do, you know, 30-minute quick sketches, just because you kind of have to know what you do beforehand before you go into it, because otherwise you're just gonna struggle your way through, and there's probably gonna be nothing in the end. So you can only really improve on what you kind of already know, but it's still a nice little, you know, nice little challenge every day. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's it. Nope, I need my... Oh, hold on. There you go. So what I've done basically is just added a selective color correction to this little boy, so we can bring down the gray tones a little bit, make them darker. And then also I made the white parts a little bit brighter, and then I used another contrast adjustment there, just to kind of make the contrast a little bit stronger even. And then I have my good old fingerprint texture that I applied to my quick sketches, just to kind of, I guess, stylize them, you could call them. And there you go. Somebody asked me if I could do some, I guess, tutorials or explanations or whatever videos on geometry nodes, but then I kind of commented, well, to do that I would have to learn geometry nodes myself first. So this is like the next attempt at doing that. I think it has a lot of potential. I just have no idea how to really work with them, or, you know, I kind of know the very basics, but yeah, I'm still very interested in the topic, so that's you know, that's one reason why I want to do some learning on it. We could also go into, you know, I guess, you know, procedural modeling with shaders, but I think geometry nodes are more intuitive, because you can immediately see what you do or what the changes are. You don't have to stay in the render the whole time to see the changes. There you go. There you go. Perfect. Where's my... Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna upload the quick sketch real quick. While I do that, you're gonna see a compilation, 3-minute compilation, and then afterwards we're gonna go into learning geometry nodes. Kind of going into all the new nodes that have been added, and trying to get to some sort of, I guess, you know, creating a small project, hopefully, with the new knowledge that we can gain. And that's gonna be today's topic. I'm gonna make a new file, of course. There you go. Okay, perfect. Everything's set up. Oh, hold on. I have to import the image into my phone. There you go. Copy. There you go. Copy and paste. Perfect. Okay. Good. Okay. So we're gonna start. Yeah. I've tried, you know, scattering as well, kind of replacing, I guess, particles in a sense. But, you know, there's so much more that you can do that I kind of want to get more into it, especially, I guess, creating procedural objects like houses or flowers or whatever. Seems to be pretty cool, and once you know it, seems to be very versatile, which I kind of want to learn as well. So yeah, I'm gonna see you in 3 minutes once the compilation is done, and then we're gonna go into geometry notes. Hope you enjoy. I'll see you then. And there you go. Easy peasy. Let's get into some geometry notes. I still have my graphics tablet on my table. I'm on my desk. I didn't need it anymore. Today we're getting procedural. I think I'm gonna need a lot of the Blender manual, but we'll see. Okay, so let's start with the sphere. Actually, let's see what we can do here. Oh, actually, do we need to? Yeah, we probably need at least something. So yeah, let's use the sphere. Let's see. So first of all, of course, we need a new shader, I guess, or new, I guess, geometry layer. So we need to go into the geometry nodes tab. There you go. And then we can make a new layer. There you go. So first of all, of course, to scatter anything on this ball, what we need is some particles. Fracturing. Do you mean, can you explain that more? Welcome, Jax. Okay, that's probably like a horrible pronunciation of your name. I'm sorry, but yeah. Do you mean like splitting an object into multiple pieces? I've seen that before. I've seen like an animation where somebody used Suzanne and kind of rotated her or split her into multiple pieces and then rotated them around. So I think it's possible. I just don't know really how it works. But I guess, yeah, I think there are a lot of possibilities. You just have to kind of, you just have to know how to do it. Okay. So we can of course add a mesh primitive. What happens if I just remove this? All the vertices. Can I still add a mesh primitive? Oh, I can. Let's add a sphere. There you go. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Actually, we can use an icosphere. I think that the icosphere has a better topology. Radius. Nope. Geometry. Yeah, there you go. Where's my icosphere? Hold on, did I do something wrong? Let's try again. Oh, I know why. We have to keep that here. There you go. Let's bring the sphere back. I think we still need to have the geometry. Wait, there was. Hold on. There you go. Okay. Oh, it needs to be on subdivisions. Interesting. So I guess we can then change it in here if we use it. No, okay. Okay, interesting. Radius. Okay. Let's actually start with a sphere. I think that's easier. Nope, that's the icosphere. I need my UV sphere. There you go. Okay. First of all, we need a layer. There you go. I wonder if the layers are, yeah, they're being saved somewhere, but I don't know where. Which means if we can save, yeah, we can switch between the two, but doesn't really do much. Okay, let's begin. First of all, I don't want to scatter something today, because scattering is boring. We've done that before. So today I want to go more into, what is it called? Circular alignment. Aligning multiple pieces of the same object in a circular fashion. So let's look through the new nodes first. So we have way more over here. We have like attribute clamp. I think that's an old one. Color up as well. Combine XYZ. I think compares new. Convert. I think it's still old. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Just trying to get into procedural modeling some more with geometry nodes. Trying to learn some more about the workflow and kind of how it works. That's kind of the point of the stream today. Kind of just looking into them and maybe learning a little bit more, maybe getting more comfortable in creating different types of objects, or I guess pieces, models, math, proximity. So these ones are to basically, change the attributes of an object. If we don't have any attributes defined, except maybe for, the bare basic stuff like scaling and I think normals as well, then we can't really, change the attributes. We could randomize the scale on this, on this ball, but that doesn't really do much. So we're not going to do that. Let's go in here and let's go through the next one. Color, we don't really need color right now. Geometry, bounding box, join geometry. So here you can, use stuff like Boolean or transform them. Okay. Input, collection info is viewport. Is viewport? That's interesting. Object info, random float, string. Yeah, random float is just, a random value between 0 and 1. We don't need that. String, what is string actually? Is that like a, I guess like a formula, or what? No, not a formula. What is it called? Like a, is it a formula? I think so. Like a calculation. Okay, let's see. We have a mesh, of course. We can Boolean, add, split, subdivide. We can, you know, subdivide this if we want to, but we don't really need to. So we're not gonna do it. I wonder why it's not getting subdivided though. You know, it just does nothing. Maybe we just don't see it because there's no smoothing. That could be the problem here. Subdivision surface, isn't that the one? Yeah, that's the one right there. Yeah, there you go. So it still got subdivided, but you couldn't see it because it wasn't smoothed out. Okay, so subdivision and subdivision surface is of course a different thing. We don't need you. There you go. And then we have also points. Points are of course for scattering. Stuff like, where is it? Point instance to create the points. We don't see the point right now. Wait, no, that's the wrong one, right? Yeah, that's the wrong one. Point instances to apply an object to the points that you create. So I think point distribute is the one that we need. Put that into the geometry. There you go, and we have some points, and then we can decrease and increase the amount. Look at that. Okay, so I think how we can create a floral pattern is by using points, because points are there to multiply an object onto another object. So we should probably use points. One thing that I'm wondering though is if we can. I have an idea for how we could create a flower, and that's what I'm going to try now. So what I want to do is I want to create petals for the outside, and then also create a surface where we can apply the geometry nodes to. I don't know, I can't click this object anymore. Hold on. There you go. So I'm going to remove this object again. I'm going to make a new one, which will be a UV sphere again, but this time I'm going to remove the top half. There you go. Remove the upper faces. Like this. Oh, we need to enable. Oh, no, we don't. Okay, perfect. Remove the faces. And then I want to scale this, make this lower. There you go. So we have this nice bowl shape. Then I'm going to pull it up. There you go. Then we need another object that can serve as the petal. So what we're going to use is, oh, wait. I want to make this, change the shape a little bit. I'm going to grab this point down here, and I'm going to use proportional editing, probably with sharp, and just pull it down a little bit more, like this. Look at that. That's better. Okay, now we need the petal shape. So we can probably just use a, let's use a cylinder actually. Pull it to the side, make it smaller. Let's see how we can change this. One thing that I want to do is I will probably, yeah. First of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and invert this. There you go. Add some more faces in the middle, so we have some geometry right there as well, which you can use to transform this. Perfect. That should be enough. Now I'm going to use the another sharp, proportional editing. Pull this down so we can get a nice shape going like this. Then I'm also going to go to the side over here. No, hold on. I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to select these faces, and then I'm going to add some more over here as well, which will be these ones. Nope, that's not hair. Welcome back. Give it up, punk. Hope you've enjoyed your day. This is not hair. We're going to learn a little bit more about geometry nodes today. So no hair today. We finished the hair last week. Today it's going to be something else. There you go. That looks pretty cool. So we're going to use that for the petals. Let's see, maybe we can make this a little bit more interesting. There you go. This might be too big, but we'll see. Okay, let's keep it like this. I'm going to maybe pull it up a little bit over here. There you go. Yeah, we finished the org last week. I actually did a full, or I guess did, edited a video about the whole process, how I did it, or kind of how I did it. That's going to come up on my videos channel on Thursday probably, going over the whole process. More in general, but I show, some footage, I guess, from it. It is the second character in the series of, I guess, creating realistic characters. The first one I think we've done 2 weeks ago. I kind of, you know, liked the end result of that, so I wanted to do one more. And I think, yeah, it looks pretty cool. Of course, you can always spend more time on it. I've seen some mistakes that I might have, you know, that I wanted to fix, but then on the other hand, I kind of just want to, you know, continue and do other stuff. So I just left it there. Okay, so see, we can't really use these layers, which is interesting. So we have to make a new one again. But now we can actually add these points to this geometry. Let's do that now. So we need points. There you go. Distribute. And then random should be... No, what is poison disk? I don't know. But we need more density. I think there is some sort of node that lets you attach... oh, hold on. Thank you for subscribing. I just need to pull up my interface so I can see your name. Hold on. There you go. WRC, if you're here. Thank you for subscribing. Hope you'll enjoy the stream. If you're not here, then you're not going to hear this. So, you know. Yeah. So let's see how we can... so I think you can apply objects. You know, this object, this instant object, I want to apply to the points, of course, but I think you can also adjust or the position of the points and put them onto the faces, if I remember correctly. Right now it's set to random. What happens if we set it to poison disk? It just does the same, but with poison disk you can distinguish, or you have two parameters you can change. With random you just have one, basically the density, how many points are in the same, I guess, quarter, or in this room right here, three-dimensional room. And for poison disk, you can basically change the distance between the points, which doesn't really do what I want, because I want to, you know, apply these points to the faces. But what I want to do first is I want to, you know, apply this pedal, I guess, this 3D thick pedal to my, what is it? The sphere, or the whatever. It's not really a sphere anymore. I want to probably remove this geometry down here because it's too thick. And then I can just add another one by... Or I'm going to add some a solidify modifier, so this has at least some sort of thickness. I'm probably also going to make it smooth. There you go, now it looks better. Let's use a solidify modifier. There you go. Make it a little bit thicker, just a little bit, like this. There you go. Okay. Let's go in here and add the pedal to the points. So we can go into point, and then we have the point instance node. Now we can select this object, and there you go. We have some pedals. The pedals look weird. Let's adjust the pedals. Let's see. So they seem to be in the wrong direction, but we already have like a flower shape, sort of. We just have to adjust the points a little bit. Excuse me. So let's see. First of all, what if we apply the rotation? Oh, apply rotation. Nothing happens because it's already in the right direction. One thing that I want to change though is I want to pull this lower, so it actually is on the pivot point. It's not just flying in the air like this. There you go. That's probably better, but we still have to change the points. Let's go back to the sphere. Let's call it flower base. There you go. Okay, now we can change the point rotation. What we need for that is, I think it's in the point section, which is point rotate. If we put that in here, we can change between different axes, and also rotation. If we use an attribute or a vector, attribute is, you know, you can create an attribute which will then be applied to this node, or you can just use the vector. So if we now rotate the X rotation, we can see we rotate the whole thing around. Oh, look at this. This looks actually pretty interesting. But not really like a flower, more like some sort of abstract object. Let's see which one's the best choice here. This one definitely isn't. Oh, what is this? This looks pretty cool. Oh, okay. But first of all, I think what we need to do is we need to change the scale. The scale is way too big. It will never fit in here. So we're going to change the rotation later. First thing that I want to change is I want to change the scale. So I think it's also in point, right? Yeah, point scale. There you go. Vector. Let's see. We can use a float to just change the factor. I guess that's the easiest one. Just a value. There you go. Look at that. Now they're even. Oh, look at this. They look already pretty good, like a flower. But I think the biggest thing that we need to change is that they are supposed to point in the other direction. I don't really know why they point down. Maybe we have to flip the normals. Oh, there you go. Easy. But now the rotation looks weird. So we have to change the rotation a little bit. I think what happens is that they follow the normal of these faces, which is also why these ones here, these petals on the outside, you can see point inwards, because the normals of these faces point inwards as well. So we can maybe create the, I guess, flower shape already, but we still have to figure out how we can place the points on the faces. But let's change the rotation first. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Nope, that's not what I wanted. And then we have the rotation this direction. Okay, so this doesn't really help us. What we probably need is the... point? What does point do? Oh, there you go. Look at that. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Even if we rotate this, look at this. Okay. So point... Oh, so... Okay. So there's another distinction. Object takes the axis of the object, basically the whole object. So if you look at the flower base geometry, if I rotate it on the y-axis, if you click, so for example R and then Y twice, you'll get the object defined axis. What I mean is, usually when you press R and then Y, you rotate on the global axis. If you press R and then Y, you'll rotate around the local axis, the one from your object, which is helpful if you, for example, have a cube and then you rotate it a little bit, and then you don't really know, you just want to now rotate it around this face. It doesn't really work if you just, press XR or XY. It just rotates it on the global axis. But if you press R, Y, you can rotate it on this face still. That's, I think, what you can change here with this setting. Either object or point. So if you switch it to point, we get a way better result. So let's see which setting we need to change. Oh, this looks cool. Oh. Some interesting shapes here, but not the one that I needed. This could do for some really cool abstract animations though. But that's not what I want to do here. I think I'm going to place my camera somewhere over here so we can have some rendered shots as well. Maybe over here, like this. And then let's go into rendered view. Okay, we need some better lighting, so I'm probably going to use world lighting. Where are my HDRIs? They're not here. Why? Why would you do this to me? There you go. There you go. Okay. Let's see. Can we give them a random color? I think we can, right? Hold on. How do we go back? Right there. Pressing F3 a few times switches between multiple, or Shift F3 switches between multiple different images. I mean, windows. First the shader, then the compositor, then the that's the compositor, then the UV editor, texture edit. Yeah, edit. What? Isn't that texture editor or whatever? Then you have the geometry nodes. So one thing that I want to change is the color for each individual instance. Let's see if we can do that. But first, hold on. We can also we can randomize the petal size. I think what we want to do first though is I want to kind of make the size just a little bit smaller so they kind of fit better together, like this. And then, oh, hold on. I want to figure out how you can place them on the faces. Blender, geometry, nodes, points on faces. Point distribute. No, that's not what I wanted. Geometry nodes instancing faces. Oh. No, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. Attribute randomized. Nope. Normals attribute. Nope. Okay. Point distribute. Let's see. The point distribute node places points on the surface of the input geometry object. Point, corner, and polygon attributes of the input geometry are transferred to the generated points. That includes vertex weight, oh that's cool, and UV maps. Additionally, the generated points will have a normal, ID, and rotation attribute. Normal as well, oh that's interesting. Could we use that as the rotation? ID, which means we can change the ID, or we can use the ID for the color, because the ID is random for every piece, for every particle. Seed, properties. Distribute points randomly on the surface. Nope. Okay. Let's see. So now that we have points, let's see if we can make the color random. The first idea I would have is, let's go to the color step. Combine RGB. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Or we can't really, I guess, change the colors because we need a shader for that, I guess, right? I think that's how it works. So we can only really do it in here. But what we can try though is if we add a shader to this leaf, or this piece right here, and we use a color mix RGB node. Nope, not even, we need an RGB node. RGB right there. Wait, no, there's no value we can put in there. Hold on. Which one did I use? Color, hue, saturation. If we use a random color here, what about input RGB color into the color? Then we have the hue, which means if we plug this in here now, it will still be white because we have to make this a color, which let's just use pure red. There you go. And then we can change the hue to change the color, which means if we go in here and use a input geometry node, I think there's one that is called, there's random, but that's not what I wanted. Is it? Let's see. Particle info, hold on. Index. No, those are points, not particles. Hold on, that's not the right one. Object info. There you go. Random. Aha! Look at this. Now they're random because every single one of these has a custom ID, which means each one of these leaves have a basically it's a separate object, which means they randomize the color. So what we could do is we could maybe put this into a more greenish region, maybe darker, like this. There you go. Then we can go in here. No, actually, let's make it red, like this. And then we can go in here and change the random. We can rein in the random value. Hopefully, let's see if that works by using a color ramp or map range. Let's use color ramp first. Maybe that works. So if we set this to maybe, let's set it to, oh look at this, that works. But that's not what I wanted. Let's set it to 0.4. And this one I'm going to set to 0.6. Let's see how that turns out. 0.6. So we basically reined in the values that can be applied to the hue factor for every object. And now we have a nice pinkish to yellow flower. Let's rein it in just a little bit more. Maybe 0.45 and then 0.55. Okay, getting closer to 0.5, and I think that's pretty good. Let me change a few settings here. Maybe the roughness can be lower. Also, do we need some transmission? Nope, we need subsurface. I think subsurface will just kind of make it more noisy, so I don't want to use it. Let's keep it like this for now. But now, at least we have some color, but what we don't have is a good, I guess, you know, the position on these leaves look kind of weird, or these petals. So let's change that now. Let's get back to geometry notes. So first thing what I want to do is I want to randomize the scale. I guess the easiest way to do that would be to use what is align rotation to vector? Hold on. Let's see what that does. Oh, hold on. What is this? Now we have to change the ooh. Wait, isn't that what it did before? Hold on. Wait, maybe. I don't know. Oh, look at this. Looks better than before, at least. Which means, if we now plug it into the point rotation value, we can still rotate them. Let's see. Nope. We can make it, you know, smaller, or we can rotate them in. We can rotate them out, like this. The biggest problem right now is that the random distribution kind of creates a hole in the middle. So I guess what we could do is we can adjust the distance minimum and density as well. There you go. At least now we have enough petals, but they also heavily intersect, which is kind of annoying. I think there's a new node that lets you dictate how close objects can be, or points. I mean, you could probably do that with the distance, but... Oh, look at this. Nope. Oh, look at this. We can create a nice... with the distance value, we can really space them out more. But then we don't really get this nice full, you know, full distribution that we need to create a full flower. But let me, I guess, go into the scale first. The scale right now is just, I guess, you know, a standard scale of 0.16. Can we randomize the scale? We could probably by, okay. So we can probably randomize this factor right here. What we could probably use is a scale value. So if we go in here, attribute randomize, there you go. And then we say float attribute scale. Now we, you know, we use the scale as the, we want to randomize the scale, which is why we put it into the attribute you know, slot right there. Replace, recreate. Yeah, exactly. Replace, recreate, or create. Minimum of 0, maximum of 1. Let's set it to 0, 0, so we can have a scale of nothing, and then we can add more. So which means if we put that in here now, we have no petals, and now if we increase the max, you can see we have some pretty big petals and we have some pretty small petals. So we can probably increase the minimum a little bit to make them a little bit bigger. And we can probably also tie the scale to the proximity of an object. Can we add an object to this, which will be then used as the proximity? Because for a flower, the inner petals are probably smaller, or mostly or usually smaller than the outer ones. Which means, what if we add a primitive to this, which will then be used for the proximity? Or do you have to use a separate object? Let's try and add an object first. Object, nope. Mesh primitive. Let's use a cylinder for now. And then we can, I think, combine these two by going in here. There is a, what is it, geometry combine node, a new one. I just have to find it. Join geometry, there you go. Now there's this new, I guess, you know, kind of socket piece where you can just put multiple connections into, which means we can now combine these two geometries. And then if we put the geometry into the geometry, we see nothing. Great. Why not? Oh, there it is. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Wait, hold on. Oh, fill type. Let's set it to n-gon. What if we just plug it in like this? Okay, so they... Can we use a different object? Let's see. What about a cube? Pretty simple. Size. Put that in there. Ah, okay, let's use a cube for now. Let's join the two. There you go. Perfect, now we have both. Which means, can we hide the cube though? First of all, what I want to try is, I don't like the cube. Maybe we could probably use something else like a sphere more. Like a... We don't... Oh, there's a UV sphere. Let's use a UV sphere. Okay, it seems like... I wonder why these don't work. We can plug it into whatever we want, but we get no UV sphere. For the cube, it was pretty simple. There was only like one socket and then it worked. But for this one, it seems like it doesn't really do much. I wonder why. I guess we can just start with the cube then. There you go. Okay. So next up, what I want to try is I want to, first of all, try somehow remove this cube. And we can also change the position of the cube. So which means, I guess, if we can go in here, attribute fill. Yeah, fill means basically just to change the attribute. Let's put the attribute position. But that doesn't really work, right? Position, value. No, okay. Which one's the oh, hold on, I can just change this to float, from float to vector, so now I can move the cube itself. Where's the cube? The cube is gone. Okay, apparently the cube is just gone now. Hold on. What did I... Oh, there it is. Okay, maybe using the attribute fill is not the best option. Let's try a few more. Let's see. Transform, there you go. That's what I wanted. Perfect. So we can use the geometry transform option, so we can just move it. Hopefully. There you go. Perfect. Keep it at 0. We can probably make it smaller. Maybe just like this. There you go. We could probably also apply a subdivision so it's more like a sphere shape. So let's use a, let's see, where is it? Subdivision surface, there you go. Level 3. Smooth, nope, don't need that. Let's increase the scale a little bit. Maybe like this, there you go. Can we make it smooth? No, okay. Then what we need is... Oh, hold on, I can probably smooth this, right? Nope, I can't, okay. Doesn't work. Let's see. I want to make this flatter because it's supposed to be the middle of the flower. So I'm probably going to change just the Z factor to make it flatter, like this. There you go. Maybe change these two values, make them a little bit bigger. Okay, pull them down. And there you go. Okay. I'm going to save this real quick because I don't want to lose my progress. Been working too hard on this to lose it. There you go. Perfect. Geometry nodes test 2. Perfect, okay. Now I want to see if I can use the proximity for the, what is it? The scale factor of the points. So we don't need attribute randomize, we need point. Where's the proximity? I saw it before. Is it in here? Proximity, there it is. Which means, if you put that in there, distance and position. Okay, faces, points, edges, faces. Let's use faces. Distance. Hold on, I need to see how this works. Let's see. Geometry nodes. So what do we have here? Attribute sockets, attribute domain, Blender, geometry nodes, proximity, attribute proximity. There it is, okay. Let's switch to display capture so you can read as well. So, for each point in the input geometry, this node finds the closest position on the target, For each point in the input geometry. Yeah. This node finds the closest position on the target, both the positions and the distances to them, and can be stored in attributes. So, so you can create attributes and then they take, okay. Standard geometry input, target, standard geometry input, distance, the name of the float attribute where the computed distance is stored. So here we can create an attribute that stores the distance value. Okay, a new attribute with that name is added if it does not exist yet. If it does exist, the values of the existing attribute are overridden. Position, the name of the attribute where the computed location is stored. A new attribute with that name is added if it does not exist yet. If it does exist, the values of the existing attribute are overridden. Bodies, faces, edges, points. Okay. Oh, we have some examples here. The different modes of the node, faces, edges, and points. In this example, okay. Hold on. So it uses the source geometry, not what we can add to it. Or sort of. If we join the cube, or if we add a cube to the, I guess, source geometry, maybe it'll just still keep it into, take it into account maybe. What do we have here? Object info, geometry, target. Okay. Which means, hold on. Can we see weight painting in here? I guess we can. Hold on. Let me make a new weight painting layer. There you go. Oh, okay. Let's actually show the surface as well. So we need another, no, we actually don't. We just have to put that on into this join geometry node as well. Now we can see the bottom, or the source surface as well. So now we can define a target. Oh, so which means we can now use the cube. Put that geometry into the target geometry. Distance, let's call it distance. Very original. There you go. Position, let's call it position. Position, let's call it dist. Pause. There you go. So now we have both attributes defined. So how do we use them? What if we use the distance value on the factor? I want to see what that does. Which means we use a... Oh, we need attribute, factor, distance. Oh, look at that. It actually worked. I'm surprised. So you can see... Does it work? Yeah, it does, right? Yeah. It's the pedals on the outside or that are further away from the middle part, this, you know, this bulb, I guess, or whatever you call this middle piece, are smaller, or the ones that are further away are bigger than the ones that are close to it. If we go into, okay, well, that doesn't really help. I want to remove the source geometry as well. There you go. You can see it better here, probably. Yeah. So what if we change the reference point from faces maybe to points? Oh, okay. That looks weird. This doesn't really seem to have an effect. Edges? Yeah, I guess faces works the best. So now we can also kind of rein in the values by using a attribute map range. We can dial it down, kind of like the, what is it? Cutter ramp? Attribute distance. From minimum 0 to maximum. If we decrease this, hopefully nothing happens. Hell yeah. Okay, hold on. 1, 2. Oh, okay. Oh, we have to put in distance here as well, so we can re-say that the distance gets transferred into the same attribute, which is the distance. Now if we decrease the maximum. There you go. But why do we have to increase the from max? This looks interesting. Okay. What if we change the to max? What if we change this now? It seems to do the same. What is the difference? Hold on, I need to pull this up as well. What is it? Attribute map range? Let's see. Is it in here? Attribute color, attribute math mix. There's no attribute map range here. Oh, there it is. So, remaps an attribute's value from a range to a target range. Inputs, attribute, yep. Result, name of the attribute where the computed result is stored, yep. From minimum, the lower bound of the range to remap from. We probably keep that at 0 because the smallest value should be 0. Or it should probably be bigger actually. The higher bound of the range to remap from. Oh, hold on. The lower bound of the target range. Oh, now I get it. So, aha, okay. So for the first two values, you define the range in which this attribute or this node is supposed to affect the points, which means if there are points that have a value higher than 1, they're not going to be affected by the changes that we're going to apply to this to the attribute. So which means if we set this to 10, now all of them should be at least, wait, okay, let's give it at 1 first. Then if we decrease the maximum, we should definitely decrease the size. Perfect. We can also increase the minimum so that we have a minimum value of maybe like 0.1. Maximum maybe 0.3. Now the ones in the middle are smaller than the ones on the outside at least. Okay. Are they? Yeah, they are. Okay. So, what if we increase the maximum now? They include more of them, right? Yeah, the more we increase the value, the less they will be affected by it. So if we set it to 100, all of them will be affected. Now if we change the maximum, yeah. Look at this. So if we set the maximum to, I don't know, let's keep it at 15 maybe, or let's keep it at 18. There you go. Okay. Or we could also probably decrease the amount a little bit. Where's my, there you go. Like this. We probably need a few more. Density. Oh, hold on. This looks interesting. Wait. We can also tie the density to the... We can use the distance as the density as well, can we? But this looks already pretty good. The problem right now is that they still intersect with each other. That could also be a problem that comes from the geometry with the instance object. So which means if we change this one now, we grab, for example, these two faces here and pull them back or down. We can probably fix some of it, but that doesn't really fix the overall problem that we have here. Maybe this object isn't really that well put together to be used for the pedals. Let's actually look at some reference here. So what do we have here? We have, let's just look for flower. Flower. This one looks pretty cool, pretty simple. Oh, that's quite a small image, but that should still work. Oh, wait, I pressed the wrong one. There you go. Okay, we're gonna start off simple, hopefully. Hopefully it's simple. There you go. Oh, that's the web page image. Let's just save it as a screenshot then. There you go. There you go. Okay, so the first one is pretty simple. Hold on, where am I? There I am. Let's pull it up. There it is. Look at this. These ones are pretty simple, you know? Just these small pedals, and then we have the middle part, which is pretty big. So first of all, what we need to change is the instance object. I guess we can just make a new one. We can probably just use a plane and create a nice little pedal. Is it kind of rotated outwards, or is it just straight? It seems to be pretty straight. Some of them are kind of rotated, some of them are not. So let's change the shape first. We can probably apply a subdivision modifier to smooth it. There you go. We probably also need to apply a rotation to them, just a little bit. We can do that in a second. First of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that in the middle and then scale this down so we have the top part of the pedal. We also have the bottom part right here. There you go. The bottom part probably needs to be a little bit slimmer, and then also probably we need to extrude it a little bit more, scale it down. Maybe like this. This looks pretty good. I think that could work. One thing we probably need to change is the direction, so we can, if we, you know, adjust the rotation so that it is similar to this one, we don't have to do any changes to the rotation once we apply this object to the geometry nodes. 90, negative. Once more, we need to rotate. There you go. Okay. We probably need to make it smaller as well, but it is kind of, I guess, mislocated. One thing that I also want to change is I want to probably put the, what is it called? The pivot point at the bottom of the leaves, or the petals. Right there. And there you go. Okay. Let's see if that works. So we have to go back in here. We have to change the point instance. There you go. Oh, one thing we need to change now is the we need to bring in some displacement, or some like a slight rotation. So I'm gonna add some more cuts right here, maybe 2 here as well. And then I'm gonna just use this tip, set it to 3D cursor, because the 3D cursor is still at the bottom of the leaf, or the petal. And then we can just use the proximity, sharp, and rotate it in this direction. Like this. That looks pretty good. Okay. It is definitely too harsh at the end, too spiky. So we could probably make it rounder, like this. That's pretty good. Yeah, like this. Okay. So now we have a pretty good shape, at least. One thing we need to change is the middle part. Oh, I need to change my headset battery real quick. Okay, so let's change the geometry a little bit. First things first, I want to change the middle part. I guess we can just scale it up a little bit more. There you go, nice and big. Of course, the shape isn't really perfect right now because it is kind of, it has this weird inset, I guess you could say. I don't really know if we can apply that. We can try though. Let's see if we can do that. We could maybe even create a middle piece, but that will be pretty hard. Or we could try. Let's that which means if we now use a point distribute on this one as well, we can also add points to the middle piece. If we set this to density high, maybe even poison disk. And then we create another piece for the middle part, which is probably just, you know, like a boring, I don't know, like a cylinder. That we need to change a little bit, make it slimmer. Oh. There you go, we add some more edges. We rotate this out as well. Sharp. Wait. There you go, let's try again. Rotate it. On the... Wait, I want to rotate it like how it looked like right now, like this. Maybe a little bit slimmer like this. There you go. And then I want to switch it to 3D cursor so we can create a general rotation as well. Not too much though. More like that maybe. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay. Let's apply that to the point. To the points of the sphere. Where am I? I'm in the wrong one. There it is. Okay. Which means we need a point instance node. Oh, hello. Okay. That's interesting. Hold on. What is this? We have to apply the scale, I guess, and rotation as well. There you go. That looks better now. One thing we need to change though is the I only want to you know, display these weird things on the outside or on the inner part that points upwards. I wonder if that works. We'll do that soon. First things first, what I want to change is the scale. So we'll go in here and change the point scale value. There you go. We also want to rotate them because they point outwards right now. They're supposed to point inwards. So I guess we could just use a point rotation. Set it to point. And there you go. Look at that. Okay. Next up, what we need is, first of all, more. Aha, look at this. Okay. The next thing we need to change is the scale, I guess. Yeah, they're too big. We probably also want to change, or we want to create some proximity as well, because they're supposed to rotate more in the more they get into the middle of the piece. And then they also are supposed to get smaller the closer they get to the middle. I think what I want to, yeah, let's do that now. Which means we need to use proximity again. Let's do that now. We can probably do that in the beginning though. So let's use attribute proximity. Let's call the distance what is the middle part called again? I can't remember. Let's call it middle dist position middle pose. Okay. What's the target? The target is the geometry. We don't want to use the face. Can we use the pivot point? Points? Faces? Let's keep it at faces for now and see what happens. So if we use this one now for the density, no, not the density, the scale. Where's my scale? There it is. Middle distance. Now they're bigger. Wait, are they bigger? They seem to be the same size everywhere. What if we change the whatever that's called, points? Nope. Edges? Nope. Faces. Doesn't really do much. Should we duplicate the cube and do it again? Or use this as the target? Oh, now they're gone. Okay. Why is that? I guess we can use edges or points. Nope. I guess we just have to increase the subdivision here as well. So we have to plug this into the next one. Which doesn't work. Hold on. Oh. There you go. Aha. So now we need a map range again. Which means we can go in here, use attribute map range, float, yep, linear, yep, attribute middle, wait, where are you? Middle, no, hold on, what was it? Middle dist. There you go. Result, middle dist. Wait, is it not middle dist? Yeah, it is. Okay. And then we can change the maximum and minimum. First of all, I'm going to increase this all the way to the max, maybe 100 should be enough. Then we can change the maximum, I guess. What? There seems to be a problem here. Oh, hold on. Why are we supposed to put this into the... Oh, okay. Now I get it. There they are. Okay. They don't seem to be smaller though in the middle. Are they? No. So that's still a problem. Is there another another way we can get the middle point of an object? The let's see. Compare. Is there an attribute for the position of the geometry object? Hold on. Properties. No. Introduction. Edit mode. Nope. Wait, where am I? Modeling? Nope. Hold on. There you go. Attribute sockets, attribute domains, built-in attributes. Position, built-in attribute describing the vertex or point locations in the modifier's object. In the modifier object's transform space, any node that changes the location of points will adjust this attribute, like the transform and point translate node. Okay. Radius as well, material index. Used to specify the material slot for every face in a mesh. Oh, okay. Crease. Edge attribute used by the subsystem. Oh, okay. Normal. Shade smooth. Okay. Okay. Which means... Can we use global coordinates? Let's see. Geometry node get global position. Just looking into it for a few days, but add node input object info location original. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Oh, maybe. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna make this smaller. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna change this real quick. There you go. Okay. So object info, hold on. So this doesn't work, so let's scrap this. Why are they all gone now? Oh, because of this. What? I don't want to shade it smooth. Point scale. Why is there... Oh. Vector. No, float. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. So, if we go to input object info, is viewport? What is viewport? Okay. String value vector. Vector? Okay. Object info. Relative original. What is relative? The transformation of the vector and geometry outputs. Bring the input object geometry, location, rotation, and scale into the modified object, maintaining the relative position between the two objects in the scene. Okay. But the location is just a simple value, right? It's not really just like a... It's not a... How do you call it? Like a... a map, I guess. Can we use weight painting? Hold on. We could also probably use texture coordinates, but that would be more complicated than using weight painting. Wait, nope. What is in rotation, scale, geometry? Collection info? Nope. String, value, vector, utilities. Points to volume. Group. Oh. Let's see if we can use weight painting. Geometry nodes, weight painting. Weight paint factor in geometry nodes. You can use an attribute math or attribute vector math if you want non-homogeneous scale node to control the point scale with your vertex group weight. Which means we have to use attribute math, geometry A scale, B is group, result scale. Why is it called group? Is group just... Oh, wait. So that means if we create a vertex group, we go into weight painting real quick. Hold on, I need to see the actual geometry. So if we go in here and use a weight paint, we paint a huge red dot in the middle. Strength full. Where's the middle even? I can see it. There it is. That's the middle, right there. Maybe a ring around it as well. There you go. Okay. So now we can use this by going to weights and smoothing it a little bit more. We probably need a bigger circle though, because smoothing also goes in, not only out. So increasing the size a little bit more, like this. Okay. Now we can use smooth. Shift R to just repeat the smoothing up, smoothing, I guess, action. There you go. Now we can go back into the geometry nodes. And we have to use, what is it called? Group? Let's call it weight. Weight, okay. Which means now if we go to the scale, set it to attribute, and use attribute. What did you use? You used attribute mix. Attribute mix. Okay. We want to change the scale. No, let's change the... Let's go for the leaves first. Point scale, there you go. Okay. Geometry right there. We need to use which is the factor? The factor is scale. There you go, that's the... Wait, there's no scale? That can't happen. Wait, what? Wait, that doesn't work. There has to be a scale factor, I mean a scale attribute. Trying to troll me? What is going on here? Or... yeah. Do we have to do it later? No. Oh, result to scale, 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 and then set it to add. Yeah, then we use weight here. Aha, look at this. We can use weight paint. Hell yeah. So if we increase the factor, we can probably also increase the weight strength by using... Is there like an input attribute? Attribute... Oh, attribute, what is it? Map range? Wait, maybe that works. So now if we use the attribute weight, and then result is also weight, if this goes from 0 to 1, we can then change it to from 0 to 10. Yeah, look at this. Aha. We should probably also invert it. Can we invert it? Yeah, we can probably, right? If we set it to 1.9 and then 0. Now we've inverted it. Look at this. Oh, hell yeah. So we can also use this as the scale now. I mean the what is it? Oh, wait. We can split it later now. Can we? Maybe. No, we can. No, we can. Okay. Let's use it for the rotation as well. We need, okay, factor, yeah, factor attribute, vector, yeah, no, rotation, which means this has to be an attribute and this has to be a float, right? Yeah. So now if we use, we use the vector weight. Aha. No, that doesn't make sense. Hold on. What is this? No, that's completely wrong. Hold on. Factor. No, hold on. No, we have to change it. We have to use weight for the factor. Yeah. So now if we change it, change the rotation, nothing happens. Okay. Why is it so strict with it? Whoa. Okay. That's interesting. Wait. Oh, hold on. This looks pretty good. Wait, does it? Yeah. Wait. What did I do? Aha. Hell yeah. Okay. But that isn't really exactly what I wanted. We need to use point rotation. This one right here. There you go. So now the ones that are more in the middle will be rotated more in, or up, and the ones that are more out will be rotated more out. But I think we need to change the overall strength of the weight for the rotation at least. So we probably need to use an map range again and plug it into the factor. Can we do that though? Hold on. What happens if we change the factor now? Yeah. Oh. Interesting. Okay, we're on the right path. We just have to do a few more changes. So okay. Just fiddling around with the settings right now. That looks pretty good. One thing we need to change though is the what is it? I don't even think we need to change, or the geometry needs to go down. So we can probably pull this up again. Like this. Well, that kind of ruins it, does it? No, it doesn't really, right? Does it? Why are they so weird in the middle though? Let's revert these changes. That at least looks kind of like a flower. Okay. So we still have some intersection though, which is the biggest problem that I have right now. Can we use... Wait. Attribute cutter ramp? Maybe that works. If you put that in here, we set it to attribute weight, result weight. Okay, now it's everything in a scale from 1 to 0. But nothing changes. Why not? That's interesting. Why does the geometry, I mean the cutter ramp why does it not do anything? It just, it doesn't work. What are you trying to tell me? Well, it doesn't seem like it works, so maybe that isn't the right option. One thing that I want to change though is the scale. The scale is too small. Where's my scale? Point distribute, where's the scale? There it is. Distance, okay. Where's the distance? There it is. Okay, that looks better now. Although, I want to change the value in the middle. We can probably use an attribute math node. Attribute math, put that in the middle. If we put that to... How can we bump up the low values and not really bump up the small or the big values, the high values? Isn't there a certain multiplier for that? Add doesn't work. That just adds everything, makes everything higher. Subtract doesn't work. Multiply. No, divide, right? Divide, maybe? I'm just kind of guessing. Distance. Oh, and then float. Result, distance. No, that doesn't work. Let's switch through a few more. Multiply, add, nope. Power? What does power do? Nothing. Or it does something, but not that what I wanted. Oh, okay. That's interesting. What is that? Logarithm? Nope. Square root? No. Minimum? Does nothing. Oh, there it is. But that's not what I wanted. Maximum? Oh, okay. That's a big flower. Looks pretty cool, but that's not what I wanted. Oh, hello. This looks better, I think. Does it? See? Oh, yeah, it pushes them up. That's exactly what I wanted. Hell yeah, look at this. That looks way better now. Okay. So I guess we have to do the same for the rotation as well. Which means we need... Should we use... What if we use the weight for the rotation as well? Wait. Oh. Hold on. No, that doesn't work. Does it? Let's see. We first of all have to decrease the strength. But then it changes the rotation as well. So we have to do it. Oh, we can do something else. We can use map range again, but then we can change the attribute from weight to weight rot for the weight rotation. Which means if we set this back to 0 to 1, 0 and 1. Oh, weight rotation. Okay. Now we can adjust these two values separately. Okay. The biggest problem that I have right now is that the inner pedals kind of go into the next one. That's either a problem of the... Oh, hold on, we can do something else. We can change the rotation of the point. I mean the position. Wait. I have an idea. Okay, hold on. So we need another point location. Rotation scale separate translate. Is there something like that? Attribute. Wait, is there a position for it? Wait. If we just use an attribute. No, hold on. Point. Separate? No. Translate. What is translate? Oh, we can change the vector. Attribute. Weight. What if we just use weight? Oh, hello. That just moves it up there for some reason. Interesting. What does weight rotation do? Oh, the same. Okay. So that's not the one that we need. So I want to push the middle points higher than the other ones. That's the goal right now. I'm gonna sit back down, hold on. Okay. So, I think we're close. We just have to figure out the rest here. The next step, you know, would be pushing up these point position. Let's see if they are defined when we add points. How do we do this? We can go into modeling, geometry nodes, not attributes. We need node types, particle. Where is it? Vector nodes, utility nodes, point nodes, point distribute. So which properties do they have? ID, normal, and rotation. They do not have a position. How do we get the position though? Wait. So we can move them on the normal, but that's not what we want. We want to move them on the like either local or global axis. Which means Blender geometry nodes move on global axis, nodes move points on global axis. Live noding, okay. Okay, nope, that doesn't work. Let's see if we can figure it out ourselves. So if we set it to vector, we can just push them up and down, which is what we want, but we only want to affect the... Wait, we can plug something into the, what is it? The vector input, which we could probably use. So if we go in here, we can go into vector, separate XYZ, but what we need is an attribute first. What vector do we use? We use the is there a point vector? There's not. How do you get this weight value to affect the z-axis? Combine separate vector math, nope. Combine, nope. What is vector rotate? Nope. Point separate, mask, nope. Point translate, is that the one that we already have? We don't need this, we need... What if we use geometry input object info? What if we just put that into the location? Nothing. What about rotation? Nothing, of course. Scale? Nothing. Okay. So the location right now is, yeah, the middle. But that doesn't really help us. We need to use something else, because we have to use the UV or the geometry info. Oh, I removed the whole thing. Geometry info? No. Separate XYZ. Wait. Attribute, yeah. Vector. What does the vector mean? Oh. Oh, hold on. Vector, Z position, Z pose, result X and Y, and where's, oh, Z, okay. vector will be weight, maybe. And then result z will be pose, no, z pose. Okay. The other results will be, yeah, can we just use, I don't know, let's use it. Let's see what happens. Z pose. Oh, and there it is again. Up there. Why do you do this to me? Why is the weight pushing it up over there though? That's the question that I have. Doesn't make any sense. Why is it pushing it up diagonally? Because of align rotation to vector? No. That's just an intrinsic thing, I guess, which is weird. Wait, let me Google this. Geometry notes weight paint for position. Nope. I find nothing. Okay, so this doesn't work. Let's scrap this. Okay. Let's first of all bring back the middle. Maybe we can fix that first before we can go into the, I guess, detail stuff. Why is it not displaying anything? Point scale, vector, float. Oh, there it is. Okay, so the first thing that I want to change is that the petals should probably start later, because the middle part is quite big, which means the petals need to start later. So we can probably cut them off at some point, which means, how do we do this? We can probably... Oh, I know how. We can probably just duplicate this. The, is that the one? Yeah, for the scale. Which one does the scale use? Weight rotation? Weight with the rate rotation. There it is. Why is it using weight rotation? What if we just use weight? Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't work. But what we can do is we can work with the weight rotation. We use another map range, and then we say we use weight rotation and switch it to weight scale. What I want to do now is I want to define a value where if they're in that value, they're going to be scaled 0. Which means we set this to 0, both to 0, and then we need to use weight scale. First of all, I need to bring it back to 1 just so we can see it. Bring this back to 1 as well. Okay, so the maximum should be 0, where the minimum should be 0, the maximum should be... do we need to bring up the maximum or the minimum? Nothing. Okay. Well, that doesn't work that well. Why not? Is it too low? Or do we have to change something else? Hold on, let me just see it visually. I want to remove these first so I can actually see what's happening. How do I remove them? I guess just like this. Please. There you go. Okay. So we need to remove the ones in the middle, which means we have to define a value the first two values define which values will be included, and then the next two values will decide in what these values will be included in, or how these values will be changed. So, okay. So if we set this to 2, for example, and then we change the maximum, we see less and less will be affected, or more will be affected. Should we start with the weight? Okay, like this. And then we need to dial down the maximum so that it's more appropriate, let's say. Like this, okay. Then also what does the minimum do? Okay, nothing. Oh. Can I use Cataramp for this? Hopefully, let's see. That's what it's used for, right? Cataramp. We need... What is this? Weight scale? Attribute. Let's use... weight. There you go. And then we use weight scale. Okay. First of all, what should happen is if we decrease this value, yeah. Now they get smaller. That's perfect. Now what we can do, if we bump this black up, nothing happens. Hell yeah. Why not? What if we switch these two? It seems like it seems like the weight has the same value everywhere, which doesn't really make sense though. We could create another weight painting map, of course, but I kind of want to use the one that we already have. Can we use volume coordinates? Wait. I don't think so. One thing that I want to change though is I want to remove these upper faces because they have a higher rotation than I want them to have. I mean, we could probably also just scale them outwards. Oh. Like this. Yeah, that's way better. Okay. Let's give this pedal some thickness as well, just a little bit like this. Perfect. Okay. So, I'm confused. Wait, does it even take the rotation into account? What happens if I just mute all this? Oh, okay. Oh, wait. We actually... I think we need to remove this so that we can actually... No, hold on. We need to change the maximum to, I guess, 100 or so. Maximum negative... No. 100... 0? Okay. What is that? That's not what I wanted. Okay, well that doesn't work. Hold on. Okay. How do we invert this? There has to be a way to invert the weight. Oh, I know how. We don't even need to use this. We can probably just use a attribute math node. Attribute math, nope. Hold on. Attribute math. We use weight result. Wait, we set it to float. Result will be weight. And then we can use and not add. We use multiply. -1. Aha. Now it's the opposite. No, it's not. Is it? Maybe? No. That doesn't make sense. Hold on, I did something else. No, we have to use... How do we do that? Is there like a attribute invert? Hold on. Convert? No. Wait. Geometry nodes. Invert attribute. Invert transform. So that's not what I wanted. What about divide? Nope. Okay. So modulo? Nope, that's not what I wanted. So how do we not sine, cosine? What does sine do? Nothing. I need a value that I can put in that inverts the value. Divide by 0? Or by 1? No, by 0? Well, that doesn't work, obviously. -1? No. The big leaf should be on the outside. That's the problem that I have here. I mean, you know, I can always just go back to the weight pin, probably invert it, but that would be boring, okay? I want to figure out a way to do that in geometry nodes. But isn't that supposed to work with map range? If we say float, okay, what is float? Yeah, attribute weight result Wait. From minimum, which is 0, to maximum, which is probably, I don't know, how high does it get? Let's set it to 100. So the values from 1 to 100 will then go from 100 to 0 or not? Isn't that how that works? Apparently not. I don't know why. Linear, step linear, no. Why? So map range doesn't work. What does clamp do? Attribute weight, result weight. It yeah, it clamps the the value. Who would have guessed? Wait, that's how you can invert it. Can you? No. 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 Nope. That's not how that works. Convert. What does convert mean? Color, Boolean, 2D vector. Wait. I'm just gonna Google it like normal. Math. Invert number. So no. Multiplicative inverse. So what we want to do here is we want to change the values of 1 to 0 and the values of 0 to 1. And the only way that it makes sense for me is if we use map range. Everything else seems to be, yeah, it doesn't really work. Compare? No. Maybe. Hold on. Float. Wait. So if we set the B value to something else. Oh, we have to set it to weight as well. Nothing happens. Hell yeah. Greater than. Oh, less than? How big is it? Maybe equal? Yeah, just nothing happens. I'm confused. Not equal? Nothing happens. Dude, I'm being scammed here. could randomize the weight, but that doesn't really work or does anything. Yeah, that's not really what I want. What I wanted. So yeah, that's not the option that we need. Dude. Wait. I could probably Google Blender map range invert values. How can I invert the value range of a nodes group input node? Yeah, map range. Yeah, and how does it work? Wait. Where's the map range? There it is. 0. Yeah, but that doesn't work for me. I did exactly what it tells here. What it says. Hold on. See, it says from minimum 0. No, from minimum 0 from 1. From minimum 0 from max 1 to minimum 1 to max 0. Doesn't work. What am I doing wrong? Dude, I'm being scammed. Hold on, let's try again. Okay, so float linear. Vector? What does vector mean? Attribute weight. Result weight. Okay. From 0 to 1, let's use clamp to 1 and 0. Oh, wait, what? Why does it work now? Maybe I'm just dumb. Okay, apparently it works now. Perfect. Okay. Well, that works now. Okay, so now that we have that, we can continue working on this. Now that we have the inverse, let's figure this out. So one thing that we need to do is we need to change the scale. The scaling should be 0 everywhere where it's too small, which needs we have weight rotation. Oh yeah, which means we need another map range, which will have weight and then weight scale. Set that to 0 and 1, 0 and 1. Okay. Weight scale. There you go. So now if we first of all decrease the maximum, we can, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to, from minimum 0 and maximum, let's say 0.5, let's say 0.5, everything should be 0. But then that doesn't work. Let's see what happens if we now use color ramp, because now we hopefully have a more clean attribute layout. Wait, what do I need? Weight scale. Aha, now it works. Look at this. Hell yeah. Now we can cut off some of these pieces. Ooh, look at this. Ooh. Okay. which means at a certain point it should stop. Right there. How do we make a certain stop point though? First of all, I'm going to bring back the other geometry so we can see how wide it needs to be. There you go. Okay, now we can actually see it. Perfect. Let's see. One thing that we need to change is we need to push up this cube, because the cube is quite low. There you go. Okay. Now that we have that, let's look at the pedals. They seem to be in a good position now. One thing we need to change is the rotation. Do we need point rotate even? We probably don't even need it anymore. I'm gonna keep it muted though. Hello? Okay. Doesn't seem to work. Okay, there you go. Which means now factor weight, yeah. Good. What if we set this to float? Okay, yeah, exactly. Which we need is a factor attribute. Then we create the rotation value for this. Which means we need we have weight right here. This one inverts the weight. This one creates the weight. No, the distance? Do we need distance even? We don't even need distance, right? We don't need distance, okay. There you go. We cleaned it up some more. All the trash is gone. Okay. So now we have the weight. Let's use the weight again. Or we need, what is it? Yeah, weight. Do we? Yeah, weight, okay. Let's actually call it weight INV. INV, so we know that it's the inverse. What is this? Add? Why is there an add value? Weight rotation, let's remove this. Weight inverse. Okay. Scale. Okay, I did something wrong. Hold on, let me remove this, or bring it back rather. So what does what do? What is? Okay. We don't need this. Oh, yeah. Attribute map range. Weight rotation. Yeah. So this one's going to be replaced by a new one. So now we at least have the basic setup. The next step will be to change the rotation, which will be done by another map range. But we need to switch this to weight INV, weight INV, weight scale. There you go. I don't know why it's now back to... Oh. No. Huh? You're trolling me. So... Hold on, we can set it to constant, right? No, that doesn't work. No. Well, sort of. Let's use it for now. Okay, perfect. Let's change the rotation for now. One thing that I want to change, actually, no, let's do that now. We use attribute randomize. Which attribute we're going to randomize? We're going to randomize weight scale. Perfect. This one still has weight scale, right? Yeah. And then we're going to say minimum and maximum pretty close together. Okay, let's say add. Not too much though, just a little bit. Maybe like 0.1. Okay. Then let's change the rotation now. Which we need, what we need is weight inverse. Hold on, let me pull this back. What does it use? Factor weight. We don't need weight, we need, let's say weight rot. There you go. We need attribute map range, attribute weight invert to weight rotation. So now, if we change... Aha! Okay. I want to spread them out more. Why does it not work? Oh, there it is. Does it work like this? No. Sort of. No, not really. I think I need to decrease the amount. The amount is so high right now. I also probably need to change the rotation on of this. This is way too strong. Oh. Okay, this is pretty cool. Maybe not really exactly what I wanted, but it looks pretty cool. So I'm gonna keep it. Let's change the values here. Aha! Look at this. This looks way better now. One thing that is weird is that it's kind of slightly rotated. I wonder why. Or, you know... Oh, because of this. Why is it so weird? Why is it so clampy? so immediate. Well, doesn't matter to me. At least it works, I guess. So I'm not gonna complain. This looks pretty good. I like it. So we have the flower part almost done. Let's do the inner part now. The first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clamp it so that they're only gonna spawn on a certain part, which will be, which means we need to use weight painting, which we can't do because it's like an added object in the nodes themselves. Let's save right now. There you go. So what we need to do is first of all I want to remove the bottom parts. Oh, I have an idea. Hold on. We can add another one, another cube, and then let me show these two. I want to see them. So we have one right there and one right there. One is a circle and one is a... I guess we can see it in rendered view. I mean wired view. There you go. We have one in the middle and one in... you know, one's subdivided and one's not. So now if we move this cube... Geometry transform. Move the cube down. Like this. I think this cube is still displayed because of... this, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, this is that. Wait. Oh, okay. So it shows the bounds. That's the bounds. So now we have one that is lower, which we can do. What we can do now is we can use these two and say Mesh Boolean. Geometry 1. Geometry 2. And then we put that in here. Nothing happens. Hell yeah. I think I know why. I don't, actually. Do I? Wait, what happened? Oh, I know why. There you go. Now it's just a half a sphere. The problem is it'll still pick it up at the bottom. So, you know, it'll still there's still surface on the bottom, which is the problem that we have now, because we can see it now. The bottom pieces are all going straight down. The ones at the top kind of spread out, but the pieces at the bottom just go straight down. So we can we just remove the surface piece? Or the wait. See, there's surface down here. Can we remove this? Is it like an option? Self-intersection, hole tolerant? Nope. I don't think there's a way to remove it. That's the problem. So maybe this isn't the best option that we could choose. Is there another option? Cutter. Edge split? What is edge split? What does that do? Nothing, I guess. It splits the edges that have a certain angle, I guess. Which means if I add another subdivision modifier, it does nothing. Hell yeah. But we can at least see the changes now, can we? Well, if there would be changes. Oh, there they are. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. Nope. How do we get rid of these? I mean, we could create a half, you know, sphere and then just add it, I guess. But I wanted to see if it works without adding stuff. I don't think it will. So I guess we need a cube that is just half. Just, you know, half of what it was before, or, you know, half a cube. But how do we add more geometry? Wait, we can use object info, right? Yeah. So let's do that. Wait, does that work? Let's see. So that's the geometry. Now if we create a sphere, we create a sphere. Nope. And then we remove the bottom half. We're back to the beginning. Like this. Oh. Faces. Now we have the bottom half. We can smooth it if we want to. Can we add this to the geometry now? We don't need this. We don't need this. Don't need this. I guess we could have kept it. That would have probably been a good idea. Oh, well. Yeah, we can still add it. There you go. Okay. So if we now you say geometry, join geometry, we plug that in there. We then say input object info. We select the sphere right there. We put the geometry into the geometry, and then we plug that in. Oh, hell yeah! Which means now if we change the scale, nothing happens, but that's okay because now we can actually adjust it. Perfect. Okay. Okay. We don't need this anymore. We don't need you. But I actually want to use a cube rather than a sphere. Wait, why is it still there? Okay, that's interesting. Right there, remove it. Faces, there you go, okay. Why is it not visible now? Oh, we have to we have to select it first. And there you go, okay. So what does that look like? Perfect, okay. We're gonna remove this. Okay. So now that we have a nice half sphere, sort of, we can do some work here. Let's do that now. So let's bring this back. Okay, perfect. What is that? Why is it so big now? Where are you all coming from? We have to change a few settings here. So I'm gonna remove all of this first. So what is happening here? We don't need this. There you go. Let's look at this now. Okay, well that's definitely a problem. We can remove this, connect this back. That's better. Okay. So let's now adjust the size of this sphere. Geometry transform. Change the scale. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We then also change the position. Push it down a little bit more, like this. What I then want to do... Wait, no, that doesn't work right. I don't think so. What if I go in here and then... Oh, hello. Create a small dip in the middle. What does that look like when it's subdivided? That's not too bad. Like that, maybe? Then we can scale these ones down a little bit more. No, actually up. Really? Yeah, I think so. Like this. Let's see what it looks like now. Okay. And then we say, now we need to apply some weight painting to this. I think, right? Do we? Maybe not. We do, because of, yeah. So we go in here, go into weight paint, say, let's call it weight middle, weight paint. There you go, that's the weight paint. Perfect. Maybe even up here, to kind of create a better gradient. Weight smooth. Okay. So now if we go in here, there you go. We want to change the scale probably. So we need another attribute mix, yeah, add, where's add? There you go. A is, let's say, factor 1 middle scale. We add to the new created middle scale attribute. We add to that the, what is it? Middle weight. Wait, is it not middle weight? Or does it take it from here? It does, right? Weight middle, oh. Weight middle. Okay. Now we have to go to the point scale and switch that to attribute, which is weight. Okay. Weight middle. Aha. Okay. Okay. Then we can use a map range to change it. I think we need to invert it. Attribute map range. Invert. Float. Wait, float. Yeah. Attribute. What is it? Weight middle. Result. Weight. Oh, hold on. No. Wait, what does that do? Okay, nothing happened, of course. So now we can go in here and say we use attribute middle scale, result middle scale, and then we can change we can invert this. 1, 0. Okay, and now we just have to decrease the strength, which we can probably do with another map range. Now that makes it just a little bit less confusing. Wait, oh yeah. So now we can decrease the strength. One problem we have is the distribution right now. Let's change that. One thing that I want to change is I want to make this probably scale this lower like this. Apply scale. No, that's wrong. I'm going to keep it like this. Wait. There you go. One thing that I want to change though is I want to go in here and change the face scale like this. Okay. That's way better. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Now that we have that, we can go into the scale first. Yeah, okay. So this should be in the middle, very, very small, and the maximum should be like this, maybe. What we can do then now is we can use color ramp to kind of change the flow or the gradient. Hopefully, if I'm thinking correctly. Oh, what is it? Middle scale. So that means okay, where should be the smallest ones? Of course in the end. Hold on. So right there. But then the furthest out should be, wait, where's the furthest out? Right there. Why does that not change? Can we not go past this? That should work theoretically. That's interesting. Okay, well that doesn't work how I wanted it to work. Okay. Next plan. First of all, we need more. That's the next step. So no color ramp. We need more, first of all. So distribute. Let's set it to random. Okay, now we have more. The scale isn't perfect right now, so let's adjust it. Okay, that's better. The biggest problem I have right now is in the middle right here. You can see. Oh, we could probably bring back the geometry. We can join it together with this. So let's say geometry join. We can bring back the object. I can't even see the... It's so long I can't even see the end. There you go. Not this one though. We need the after the transformation. Okay. This one right there. Where it's emitting off of. There you go. Okay. So now we have a nice base. We only need to make these more dense, I guess. So one thing we could do is we could, I guess, just increase the density. What if we use poison disc and then, I guess, that's the exact same, I guess. Let's use random then. They seem to be way more, yeah, I think the rotation here is too strong. So we have to change the shape a little bit more. That's definitely better. That's pretty good. So one thing we can do is we can probably go in here and change the bottom size a little bit, make it bigger. Probably using sharp maybe? No, not sharp. We use... Oh no, yeah, we use sharp. There you go. Now they're thicker at the bottom, which works quite well for this. Okay, there you go. The ones in the middle are too small though, so we have to change the range. One thing I want to do is I want to reroute this so it doesn't go through the whole sequence. Okay, so where's the scale? There it is. Okay, now that we have that, we can change the the rotation. We have the scale ready. Let's change the rotation. Did we use point rotate? We used point rotation, line rotation to vector, right? Yeah. So let's use that here as well. There you go. Geometry, 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 geometry. Oh, hello. That looks interesting. That's not what I wanted though. That's better. Okay. But they have a weird rotation now. They're rotated outwards, which is not what I wanted. How do we change that? Do we have to use point rotation? Let's use point rotation for this. Okay, first of all, we need to change the rotation right here. Set it to, yeah, 180. Y. Nope. Nope. Now I think we need to use axis angle. What does that do? Nothing? Okay. There it is. Hold on. That's it. Is it though? Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Well, sort of. It works quite well though. One thing I want to change though is the shape a little bit more. Smooth it out or make it wider. Probably everything. Everything? No, not only these faces here. Do I? That's what I wanted. There you go. Hell yeah. There we are. We're on the right path, but it's too small in the middle. So if we just select this, that should work, right? Wait, only this? No. Really? Yeah, like this. That's better now. I want to push these down though, just a little bit. There you go. Okay. We're getting in the right direction. We're getting there. There you go. Oh, that looks pretty good. I like it. I like this. This looks really, really good. I like it. Okay. We're going to save it right there. Okay, so now let's push it down a little bit. Actually, no, let's keep it there. Let's keep it there. Okay. Or do we push it all the way down and then increase the size? Like this? That doesn't really look like the pedals that I see there though. No. I'm gonna keep it there. Maybe a little bit lower. Over here. That's pretty good. Although, Or like this, maybe. Okay. So now we have that. What else do we need? I mean, let's see it in rendered view. That's pretty cool. The only problem is that they're not connected to anything. We might be able to fix that though. Although I don't really know how. Is there some sort of way how we can create a procedural stem or whatever that's called? There's definitely a way, but I don't know how. Let me adjust these settings a little bit more. Let's see, what do we have here? Randomize. Nope. Map range. What is that? The rotation. Did we change the scale as well? We did. But not really. Here, we have to increase this, right? Yeah. That's better. That's way better. That is way better. Now we change the rotation as well, just a little bit. Map range, that's the rotation, perfect. Maybe even... No. Or wait, maybe? Oh. No, that doesn't work. Okay. I mean, you know, we have a flower now. That's at least what we've, you know, made out to do. So I'm actually quite happy that we finished this. The problem is now we could add some like a bottom piece as well, which I don't really know how to do, because it needs to tie everything together somehow. I guess we just create another piece here and then create like a... I have an idea. Do I? Let's duplicate this one. Okay. Let's see if that works. So now if we use this and we go in here and duplicate all this. Do the same again. Combine it. No, before we combine it, I want to see what it looks like solely like this. Wait. Oh. There you go. Then I want to change the rotation. The way I want to change the rotation is in... I want to reverse it. That sounds kind of weird, but I'll show you what I mean. Hopefully I show you what I mean. So, which means I don't even think I need to invert it. Do I? Yeah, I still do. Do I? Probably. No, I don't. I don't. Okay. Okay, let's see how we can change the rotation now. What is this? Wait, invert. Oh. Do we need in the inversion any even? No. Okay. That's pretty good. Almost. Let's see. Rotation. What does it do? Weight rotation. What is... There it is. Okay, okay. That's not bad, but we need probably more. Do we need more? Maybe? Let's see. What if we just add more to these? We could probably also make them longer a little bit. We can make it, I guess, less wobbly. Cursor to selected. Select this piece here, rotate it. 3D cursor. Okay. Kind of straighten it out. There you go, that should be enough. Okay. Let's see. So now that we have that, we can kind of adjust these settings some more. But why do these ones, or why are they stronger pointing inwards than the other ones? That's the problem that I have. What is this? What are you trying to tell me here? Aha, there it is. Now it works. Set it to linear. There you go. Then we can change the values if we need to. We don't really need to though. One thing that I want to change though is the I need to set this to black, invert it. I don't want to remove too many. Maybe like this. Why do they rotate outwards now? I don't get it. Please, just let me finish this. Where's the weight rotation? There it is. Okay. Where's the scale? Scale, there it is. Which means if I increase this now. Okay. Why do they rotate out so far though? Can I do the same for the rotation now? Hold on. Maybe. Nope. Wait, why? Why is it so weird with the color ramp stuff? It just says nothing. Oh. No, I'm not gonna use it. So now that we have that, we have a few problems here. What is this supposed to be here? the rotation is so awkward. Okay. I mean, we can at least close it somehow, or somewhat. It doesn't really look perfect, but, you know. If we now bring everything back, let's see what it looks like. Oh. See? At least now it's closed somewhat. We can see still see holes in some parts here. We could maybe fix that by just adding more. But, you know, it works. But there's a weird distribution here, or a weird rotation. Which, yeah, see how they intersect like super hard? I don't really know how to get rid of this. I guess that's just the geometry's fault, I would guess. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like this. Let's go into rendered view. Let's give it some colors. So, okay, let's finish this. We're gonna go in here and we're gonna go into the camera view. We need the camera view again. There you go. Okay. Where's my focus point? Come on. There it is. Perfect. Okay. Let's remove these pieces. I'm gonna put them out of the frame. There you go. Okay, let's create a small, I guess, you know. Wait, we can, I guess, just duplicate this and make a few of these. We could probably also use some sort of distribution for that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put them here. Rotate them slightly. Okay, now that we've filled the whole scene, getting kind of laggy here. There you go, perfect. Now that we've filled the scene, we can create the final render. So, what we need to change is the colors for these pieces. Let's do that now. Let's create a shader for the leaf first. No, actually, just create one for this one. For this piece first. There you go, make a new one. Call it middle. Make it brown. I'm not going to make this gradient. That's just going to take too long. Nice and brown here. There you go. Perfect. Maybe some surface scattering as well. Maybe like 0.1. Set it to black. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Okay. Let's now do the pedal. The pedal should be pretty simple. What I want to do though is I want to use a gradient. Call it pedal. We use a texture gradient. Put that into the color. We need to use mapping though. We use, I guess, object. Perfect. We can rotate it. What about using UV? Does that work? It does work. Nice. We can use a color ramp to invert it. Is it inverted? I guess. What is the UV? The weird... Okay, well, maybe we should use object then. What about generated? What does that look like? It's somewhere in the distance. So I'm gonna use UV object. We can then rotate it on the something location. Z, perfect. Oh yeah, that's perfect. -90. Then we can use a converter color ramp to kind of adjust the gradient. There you go. That's pretty cool. And then what we need is some color, but before we do that, I want to add some more to this texture. I'm going to use probably a noise texture. We use color multiply, no, mix RGB, there you go. Set it to multiply. Factor color 1. Yeah. We need another color ramp just to kind of tone down the colors. There you go. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's enough. Let's use a color gradient now. I mean color ramp to add some color. Okay, now we need some roughness. This probably needs to be a little bit rougher. We also need subsurface scattering, maybe 0.2 or so. Set it to a nice yellow. There you go, that's way better. But it's too dark. That's better, probably, yeah. But I want to change the distribution here a little bit more. I don't know if I want to use this noise texture though. I don't think I want to. I think it looks better without it. Yeah. So now we can adjust these values here. This one needs to be darker. Why is it so bright? Can we use it in here as well? Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Nice orange in there as well. I like it. Perfect. There you go. Now it's way closer to the reference. Let's save it. And what else do we need? We could make this a little bit brighter, but I think I kind of want to keep it like this. Next up we have this part. This part basically has the same material as these smaller weird antennas. There you go. Then we have this piece. We can probably just adjust, or yeah, adjust this one. And make it green. Wait, oh. We have to separate the two materials, of course, before we do any changes. Right there. There you go. Then we can go in here and change the colors. There you go. Can we see the green even? Yeah, we can see it from the bottom right. No, we can't. Wait, why is it still... Did we apply the wrong object? Hold on. That's fatal, if that's the case. Let's see. Yeah, we have. There you go. Aha. Perfect. Now it's done. Easy. Okay. Let's see if we can find a better lighting scene here, though. The lighting is kind of weak. Well, that's kind of too bright. What about this one? Okay. I think we need to increase the subdivision level on this. I mean, the subsurface. 0.5. Make them just a little bit softer. That's pretty good. Yeah. This piece needs to be pretty rough as well. And this one as well. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Okay. So now, where's that piece coming from? The white one in the middle. Isn't that the cube? Yeah, that's the cube. Do we have to reapply it? Well, that doesn't work. Why is it still white? That's weird. Okay. I guess that's just how it is. Okay, let's render it and see how it looks in the end. But I want to change the lighting. Lighting isn't perfect yet. Nope. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Let me maybe change a few things here and there. First things first, I want to change the rotation. Yeah, I think that's a good rotation. Okay. Let's leave it there. Oh, hold on. I like that. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna keep that. Then one more thing we need to add. Of course, that is very important. Go in here and select the depth of field. We use the good old DOF piece. And there you go. we have some nice depth of field. Perfect. Let's see how long it's going to take to render. If it's going to take too long, then I'm just going to end it here. We'll see. Let's set it to times 4. 1920 by 1920. Let's see. Let's see. So let's set this to F10. We have render result. There you go. 8 minutes. Oh. Let's see if we can reduce it. What about half the sampling amount? Should still be enough, hopefully. Okay. That'll take 3 minutes. That's okay. Time to drink something. Okay, 3 minutes, that should be good enough. Perfect. So now today, we learned a little bit more about geometry nodes. I'm actually quite happy with what we've got today. I wasn't really expecting to be able to create a flower, but it turned out to be pretty good. Or, you know, it looks pretty good. One thing I'm kind of wondering is if you can create it fully procedural. So you basically don't even need the geometry of the emitter object, I guess, or the source object. The only thing you use are objects that you add by adding them in the geometry nodes. That's one thing that I wonder. Or if it's, you know, or if how we made these flowers now, if that's the best way possible. Probably not. Probably bad. But you know, at least we got some flowers. We have something to show off in the end, and that's all that matters. Last time we've created a little, you know, I guess, you know, like a sandy shore with some rocks scattered all around, and today we've created some flowers. We learned a little bit more about, you know, using attributes and how to manipulate them, how to manipulate point rotation scale, how to adjust the attributes. Yeah. At some point we might do another one of these streams just to kind of, you know, learn more about them. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna be like a, you know, a regular occurrence. Just, you know, from time to time. I think this could be a cool project to do. You know, there's these getting better and better at geometry nodes by just doing small projects. I think can be pretty cool. "16 seconds remaining, and then we have the final image." I really like the middle part. It looks really cool, except for, of course, the white part at the bottom, but I can't really do anything about it because the shader would just not change. I guess that is because we added it as another separate object, maybe? I don't know. Although that should be the problem. I don't know. Well, who cares? Let's save the image, and then we're done for today. Where are we? Geometry nodes test there. PNG. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, maybe you learned something as well. I learned a lot. I'm happy with the results. Maybe we can, yeah, maybe I'll look into some more advanced stuff, or I guess overall into some tutorials or whatever, to learn more about building objects with geometry nodes. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Thank you for joining, for chatting maybe. Thank you for listening or just watching, Thank you for being here. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah, take care. And maybe I'll see you later. Bye bye.